Let's start with the story of creation and Adam and Eve. Creation. This is where it all starts. The very beginning. At the beginning of everything, there was nothing except Yahuwah. And Yah was full of love, full of joy, bursting with happiness and excitement and life. In fact, there was so much love and joy in Yah that he wanted to share it. So Yah spoke into the nothingness and something amazing happened. Let's start with some light, Yah said, and light appeared. Boop. Sky goes up here, he said, and oceans below. Yah pulled land up from the water to make tall mountains and deep valleys, and he covered them with plants and trees. You are the sun, he said to a big light, placing it in the sky. You'll light the day. You are the moon, he said to a smaller light. You'll be our night light. Oh, and stars too, he said, and threw tiny lights across the dark sky. Yah smiled. Beautiful, he said, and it was. He filled the air with singing, flapping birds and all sorts of things that fly. He filled the seas with splashing, leaping fish and all sorts of things that swim. On land, he put all kinds of animals, from the wonderfully small to the magnificently tall. Everything was bursting with life, and everything was just as it was made to be. Now, for the best part of all, said Yah, and he made a man and a woman to live with him in his perfect, beautiful world. They would be his, made to love him and be loved by him forever. You are my children, he said, and this is all for you. Then Yah stopped to look at everything he made. It was so good. He smiled again, and then he rested. The great story had begun. Yah had made a wonderful garden for Adam and Eve, and in it they were wonderfully happy. It was the home they were made for, and they had everything they needed. Look at that. And Yah was with them in the garden. Yah's garden was full of life. From the beautiful flowers to the towering trees, it was all theirs to explore, look after, and enjoy. And everything would stay this way as long as Adam and Eve followed the one rule Yah had given them. You mustn't eat from the fruit from this tree, Yah told them. It will hurt you. The snake. One day, a crafty snake came to Eve in the garden. He wanted to trick her. Did Yah really say, don't eat any of the fruit in the garden? The snake asked. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh no, said Eve. There is only one tree we mustn't eat from. Yah says the fruit will hurt us. Eve knew that Yah loved her, and she trusted him. Yah knew what was good for her and what was not. His rule was meant to keep her safe. But the snake told Eve a terrible lie. Oh, it's not going to hurt you, he said. In fact, it will make you just like Yah. Then Eve wondered, did Yah really love her? Should she trust him? Eve listened to the snake, who always tells lies, instead of trusting Yah, who always tells the truth. She took the fruit and tasted it. She gave some to Adam. And then, because Adam and Eve had disobeyed Yah, everything changed. The world that Yah had made out of love was broken. That night, Yah was walking in the garden in the cool evening air. He was looking for his beloved children. Where are you? He called. But Adam and Eve were hiding from Yah. Did you eat the fruit I told you not to eat? Yah asked. Yes, said Adam. It was Eve's fault. It was the snake's fault, said Eve. Now Yah's heart was deeply sad because his children had not trusted him. Yah still loved Adam and Eve. They would always be his children. But the garden could no longer be their home. So he made clothes for them and sent them out. Now sadness, sickness, and death had come into Yah's perfect world. Everything was different, but Yah wasn't any different, and his love wasn't any different. Yah didn't want his world to stay broken, and he didn't want his children to stay far from him. This wasn't what the world was made for, and it wasn't what his children were made for. But Yah already had a plan to bring his children back to him. One day, everything would be made new again.